Earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday, I saw somebody in the official Discord for Epic Age asking how to take a 6 plus tile. So I figured that combined with Server 2 coming out and more new players joining the game, that it would be a good, quick little video topic. Well, let's get into it. All right, rather than give a just long list of rules on this is what you need to take a 6 tile, this is what you need to take a 7 tile, this is what you need to take an 8 power tile, etc., etc., I thought I would go over basically how to figure it out for yourself, at least how I tend to approach that question. So the first thing that you'll want to know about, in case you don't know already, is you can scout tiles for free. Click the scout button, it has like a 10-second cooldown, and then click the information button. This will tell you which type and how many of those types of troops the enemy commanders are going to have. Do keep in mind that for 6 plus tiles, this only shows you the first army. You do not get information about the second army, but it can still be helpful. It also shows you the level of the commanders on that tile, and you can even click the skills to see which skill level each of those skills is. Another little thing that you can do, in case you don't know already, let's use this 10 power stone, for example. We scout it, we hit information, yada, yada, yada. All right, now let's see what's going to happen if I was to try and occupy this tile. There is a battle estimate button. It will tell you roughly your win rate, how many casualties you are going to have, and there's a handy dandy little information button here. Do keep in mind that the 10 power tiles have 3 armies and you can only get information about the one. But if you click that button, this button will also show up on any tile, and it'll tell you what the game recommends as far as hero levels and skill levels are. So in this case, for a 10 power tile, my entire army would need to be level 50, and all of my heroes would have to be awakened, and all of those skills would have to be at 10 of 10. Clearly, I cannot go ahead and take this 10 power tile right now. Obviously, the game isn't going to basically cheat for you and tell you exactly what you need, but it can help you have a good sort of baseline benchmark type thing for what it would take in order to take that tile. The rule of thumb that I would use in general is you want your commanders to be at least the same level as the commanders that are defending the tile. You're definitely going to want a full squad, so you're going to want 3 commanders in your squad when you're taking these tiles. And you're going to want all of the commanders to be awakened, in my opinion. You can probably get away with like one unawakened commander on like the 6 and 7 tiles, but in general, it's going to help you a lot if your commanders are awakened. The other little tip and trick that I'll give you is, let's say you've scouted the tile. These are bowmen, and let's say you're using spears, since bows counter spears. You probably don't want to fight into a battle knowing for sure that the first army that you fight will hard counter your main army. In my case, my main march is infantry, so that would be fine for me. But let's just pretend that it was going to counter my infantry. You can actually send another army at the tile. This is one of my pathing armies, but if you want like a tile reset march around, you can just give them like one commander, 100 troops. You can actually attempt to occupy the tile with just those 100 troops. Obviously, your army of 100 troops is going to get absolutely massacred. However, just the fact that you've attacked the tile will start a timer on at which point that tile is going to reset. So if you wait out the timer and then scout the tile again, you'll see that the army can change. It's not guaranteed to change. RNG is going to be RNG. However, you can use that as a way to sort of fish for good matchups for you. So if you're like me and you're using an infantry march and you want to hit archers, at least on that first army, if these were cavalry, you could hit the tile with your 100 troops. The tile will reset after the timer expires. Rescout it, hope you get archers that time, and then you'll have at least a favorable fight for that first fight. And if this is like your very first 6 power, 7 power tiles, it might be helpful to have a second army around that's at least somewhat leveled up. That way, if you kill most of the tile but end up losing, you can send that second army in to clean up the scraps. What I would do if we were using this tile as an example is, let's say Subutai is my second army. I would put Subutai right here. I would attack the tile with my main army. I would check the battle report, and you can click on the battle report to see how much of that army is left, and then see if you need to send your second army in to finish it off. Generally speaking, I would not advise straight up farming these tiles if you aren't able to take them very easily. As, for example, a 6-power tile is only 1,200 resources per hour, while a 5-power tile, which right here, is 1,000 resources per hour. So if you aren't able to take these efficiently quite yet, it'll probably be more efficient for you in the long run to fill up on 5-power tiles, or spend some stamina sweeping 5-power tiles in order to get your commanders to a point where you can pretty much just take these as you please. Just keep in mind, it's not that much more resources, and you're fighting a tile that's more than twice as hard. If you can take it with a few hundred resources, by all means, farm these things to your heart's content. If you're going to be losing like 2,000 troops per fight, the amount of resources you're going to be paying just in reconscripting troops, I mean, it's going to take you forever to make that up just with that 200 resource per hour difference. All right, guys, hopefully that helps you start farming 6+ power tiles in Epic Age. Thank you for watching.